Yuri's vice president? Why?
The thing is, you don't have a choice. How about that? That's why I f***ing fought.
Hello everyone, it's your boy Young Pug, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Literature Club. In today's episode, we're doing it all over again. Except for our girl Sayori's not gonna be here, and things are gonna get a little bit weird throughout the chapters, or acts, or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing, and yeah. Also, Monica's been like hacking my outros lately, and I don't know I don't know what's happening. Okay, I tried to stop it, but I can't. I think she's listening to me. I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time. Good for children who does get deceived easily. Doki, na 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 na. Da 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 da. Okay. Well, my favorite character's gone. It's very sad. But yeah, do I have any load save files? I do. I thought they get erased. Okay. Let's go into a new game. Start a new game. A new achievement. Is game I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh an aisle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. What's going on? It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. You know, I used to have one. I used to have someone to walk with me to school. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm the perfect content. I'm reading this wrong. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. We going to school again. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with it. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Buggy?
Monica?
Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
It's been like half a week. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly at me. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. See, when they tell me this, I'm wondering, why the frick do you want me, bro? If you're popular, beautiful, smart, athletic, you should have already had a boyfriend by now. It doesn't make sense to me. Like how? Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've been looking for some supplies for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in there? Or markers? I guess you could check in the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that, I had to quit the debate club.
Good. Frick politicians. Frick politics. They're horrible. Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case,
what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one.
Ooh, that got me. Ooh.
A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki? Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists the manga is literature too.
I mean, she ain't wrong. Manga is literature. If you disagree with me, you're horrible.
I mean, she's not wrong, I guess.
Yeah, she isn't.
And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Puggy. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you will do me a big favor? I don't ask you to join, but... if you would at least if you could at the very least visit mine, it would make me very happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no choice or no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome! You're really sweet, Puggy. You know that?
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for your materials another time. You're more important.
I'm more important than construction papers and markers. I feel special. And thus today marks the day. I stole my soul to Monica in her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and up the stairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back, and I brought a guest with me.
Oh god. Oh, I don't like that. I hate it when they do that. A guest?
Seriously? You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Sayori. I mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Puggy.
All words escape me in this situation. This music is loud to me. Hey y'all hearing this? Turn it down. all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
No. What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude. Those names are apparently Natsuki and one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president.
Yuri's vice president? Why? I didn't know that Yuri was vice president. You know what this means. You know what happened to the last vice president? I think this is oh no. Kind of makes sense. Because Yuri does end up, It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. To meet the both of you.
So, I ran into Puggy in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Puggy?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Feels a little awkward. I take a seat next to Monika.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting it all the effort in to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Got to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes the school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set, same thing. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, forcing down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Puggy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually admire me as well. Immerse me as well. Why'd I say admire? I'm an idiot. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror. I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes you think or takes you to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate
horror. Oh, why is that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki inverts her eyes.
You won't like them.
And not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. How about that? That's what I thought that.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I got an idea. How about this?
Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member... Excuse me? I never said I would join. Is there an option to, like, not join this club? It seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Puggy?
Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that?
Now that we reached the most important topic, I've only come forth with that's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with rejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glares before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Puggy. The thing is, you don't have a choice. It doesn't matter if you don't want to join this club. You're joining this club, and you're gonna like it. We don't have enough members yet to form an official club.
Oh. Well, that's kind of a you problem, you know?
We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. God dang it, we're going through this again. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Puggy?
Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left all of us, I would be super pissed. Puggy, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now.
What the hey guys, it's, editing Puggy. What the is that? I didn't notice that in the gameplay, but bro, what the dang. Well, I just wanted to point that out for you guys, if you guys didn't see that. Well, back to the video.
Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Puggy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
I can. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole day, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri,
and of course, Monica.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I've had the chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Okay. I did not expect that. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It's cause Sayori's not here. Why am I tearing up? Why I gotta bring my girl back in this? God dang it. Thanks for showing me that. Well, that made me freaking sad. Well, I guess with that, we can stop for now. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. What? No, not again.
Much better. See, Puggy, I told you I'd be taking over the intros from now on. Why don't you listen? I still love you though, cutie pie. Well, with that, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. I can't wait to see what Puggy's poem is gonna be like. Well, with that, I'll see you guys next time. Wee!
Shall I leave you be? If your love, if I can set you free.